Dear all, the World Organization of Systems and Cybernetics Congress 2021 is approaching. And now, this year, we have a special occasion to make an online event from 16th to 18th September 2020 to prepare the arrival of the Congress and to reinforce the bonds of our community. I am Massimiliano Pirani from Marche Polytechnic University, and I am presenting here some food for thoughts, some reflections that Professor Alexander Rykov and me would like to share with you. The event will be organized from a prestigious team made by Vladimir Liepsky, Rahul Espejo, Igor Perko, and Elena Trashkova. This online discussion will be a preparation for the WASH 2021, and there will be propedeutic discussions from scholars and practitioners of the community, and will be divided in 4 roundtables. One roundtable around each of the themes of the Congress. The first one is the philosophical and methodological foundation for the development of the systems approach and cybernetics. The second roundtable will be about the cybernetics of society, ecology, and governance. The third theme will be about technology and humanity, co-developing a hybrid reality. And the fourth theme will be the creation of new areas of knowledge from the transdisciplinarity of system sciences and cybernetics. In this presentation, we will focus on theme 3, technology and humanity, co-developing a hybrid reality. You can see the numerous sections that were involved in the theme 3 and the host of technologies, research, and activities. In particular, I want to make a focus on the first one, socio-humanitarian artificial intelligence technologies, because it has been coordinated by me and Professor Rykov. And we received a lot of interesting contribution already, and we will surely resume them for this and the next year for discussion. We have essentially a challenge at hand. We have to redefine the boundaries of symbiotic human and machine agency. We have to clarify these boundaries that pose a relevant challenge for our WASH Congress. Theme 3 is about hybrid reality, which in essence is interconnection and symbiosis of technology and people. We have different problems, and we map these problems into the system that is an intricate social system and complex system. Is the social networks with its problems, and each of the problems will be mapped to some groups of leaders, moderators, experts that has to solve them, and has to solve them in a convergent way. And of course, there are a lot of tools already available that help us in solving those problems. They are the tools of the digital economy, of the digital ecology, and they of course include artificial intelligence tools. And this system has to overcome many obstacles, many barriers to arrive to the solution of problems and goals that are ill-defined and often very, very, very fuzzy in nature. The constituents of the hybrid reality we can synthetically show here. For example, symbiotic autonomous system, digital twin technologies, Internet of everything, Internet of minds, brought about, for example, from brain-machine interface technologies, extended reality, virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. Of course, artificial intelligence in its many forms, the cybernetics research, cybernetics of the first, the second, and the third order. And everything is connected through the self-developing, reflexive, active environment. Hybrid reality considers the integration of humans and machines. It is not only about artificial intelligence, but we can talk about extended intelligence, which is systems that participate as socially responsible, aware, and robust elements of even more complex systems. We have to use the science and technology for tangible social and ethical progress. Hybrid reality considers the integration of human and machines in order to think of the artificial intelligence and the human organization as a single continuous network of facilities. This is a new vision brought about, for example, by the CXI consortium. We have also to consider systems thinking. We have uh, many cyber-physical system of general system to study. It is important to use systems thinking in order to manage the complexity of interaction in the hybrid reality, maximize synergetic potentials on individuals and organizations, diffuse the misuse and mitigate undesired consequences of our technological actions, avoid, I told, reductionism, and use instead general system theory approach. System thinking is about disconnection versus interconnection of elements, linear versus circular and linear interpretations or models or laws, parts against walls, system against processes, analysis versus synthesis, silos that have to be convergent instead, and objects that become relationship between them. We want to make a focus also on section 1 of the theme 3, the socio-humanitarian AI technologies. In this section, we have to do some reflection about the role of the artificial intelligence. Essentially, today we have only instances of artificial narrow intelligence, but we miss still some engineering of collective unconscious, transcendental state of mind, tacit knowledge, that are important components for the general artificial intelligence, artificial general intelligence. And such advanced technologies will impact significantly uh, in group strategic formation for self-organizing of social networks, on creating effective plans for government and other organizations. And the evolution of artificial intelligence has to confront itself with three types of scientific rationality that today have to be used interchangeably. We have to switch between one and another. The three types of scientific rationality are the classical one, the non-classical, and the post-non-classical with associated models and technologies. The classical one is based on hard sciences and is useful only in slowly changing and not complex dynamics. The non-classical one considers the constructive interaction between the observer and the reality. Although it is as still has limited reach on collective decision making, um, which has to feature instead unconscious and emotional components of cognition. So we arrive to the post-non-classical, which involves the polysubject reflexive active environment in which agents are immersed, and which requires some sort of convolution of heterogeneous abstract objects that can be unified by means, for example, of category theory of mathematics. And this is essentially the realm and the field of the strong artificial intelligence. Of course, we have to avoid the risks that artificial intelligence bring to us. But the solution maybe is to have a convergence of artificial intelligence into extended, explainable, and ethics-driven AI. And what about the impact, indeed, of artificial intelligence today? You know that now most of the results are driven from indicators like GDP, like profit. But what about other indicators of well-being of people and of our earth as our habitat? For example, the Human Development Index of the United Nations. So we need to pass our developments through the filter of transdisciplinarity, where we have to consider as a whole general systems theory, for example, philosophy, abstract sciences, hybrid reality as a whole, and new kind of research in cognition, for example, the 4E cognition, which means um, embodied, embedded, inactive, and extended cognition. Through this filter, we can still um, go towards purposeful social progress. Of course, we have to make a selection, a suitable selection of the technologies involved and achieve a platform from them. But this platform will be for sure a hybrid platform where the digital information and computing technology are melded with human intervention and will be comprised in an extended intelligence framework. So I am left with looking forward to meeting you at the WASH online event on September. Please find the program and more instruction on the WASH website. And thank you for your time and attention. See you. Bye.